We head to foreign news where U.S. lawmaker Representative Riley M. Moore of West Virginia has accused former Kano State Governor Rabiu Kwankwaso of complicity in the persecution of Christians in Nigeria. Kwankwaso, who denied allegations of Christian genocide while reacting to Nigeria's designation as a country of particular concern, said insecurity in the country affects all citizens equally. But Moore, in a post on X, faulted the former governor's comment, alleging that Kwankwaso implemented Sharia law in Kano, which prescribed death for blasphemy. He challenged the NNPP leader to explain his role in the policy's human rights implications. The controversy follows a statement by U.S. President Donald Trump, who threatened military action against Nigeria over reported Christian killings. Trump said he had asked the Pentagon to prepare a possible plan of attack if the violence continued. Reacting, a Labour Party's presidential candidate Peter Obi urged both nations to pursue diplomatic engagement. He said Trump's remarks were alarming but stressed that insecurity in Nigeria stems from failed leadership and poor governance rather than religion. Obi called for renewed cooperation between Nigeria and the United States to address rising insecurity, warning that escalating tensions could endanger peace and stability in the region. I mean, this has been in the media, it's been on the forefront. We've had, several opinion leaders and giants putting forth their opinion as regards to Trump's threat of coming into Nigeria if the leaders do not fix the country. What are your thoughts on this report?
It's unfortunate that we have to come to the point where we have an outsider, as it were, to threaten us to fix our country, or he comes, attack or drive out the invaders for us. It's like it's akin to your neighbor, no matter how far away that neighbor is, threatening you to feed your children, or I'll come feed them. Or maybe drive away what is, or feed your children, drive away what is disturbing them, or I come do it for you. And I don't think this argument internally, whether there is Christian genocide or not, is very fantastic. For me, the fact that people are being killed, communities are being wiped out, is enough wake-up call, or should have been enough wake-up call for the authorities. And if there is anything I would want this threat to do for us, it is for it to serve as a wake-up call to the system. We don't have to wait until an outside force comes in to do it. I mean, if you ever spoke to people in Benue, read up their tweets and even follow them, there are some communities in those regions where if you go there now, what you have there is less than 1/3 of its original inhabitants living there. And you wonder where the other 2/3 are. They have not, the other 2/3 have not jackpad, whether local jackpad or internal jackpad. Sadly, the other 2/3, 1/3 is in IDP camp, and these are the ones that would even sing praises that they can find their way in IDP camp. And then the other 1/3 is beneath the ground, buried. It's such a sad reality. I some of us may not understand the import of this. I mean, even the food crisis we have to some extent is due to the fact that farmers cannot go to farm because of issues of insecurity, because they cannot access their farm. And some people may argue that insecurity is not just in the north. Yes, for somebody like me, when we talk of insecurity, we need a holistic. I mean, criminals have to be flushed out of Nigeria, whether those criminals are in the southeast, south, wherever they are. No territory should be ceded to criminals. And we shouldn't, whether Muslims are part of those that are being killed or not, the truth is criminals are having a field day in Nigeria. It ought not to be so. Some people will even say, if government try to act now, people will start crying out. Government have a responsibility to protect life and property and should exercise its political will. Of course, in things like this, like the Labour Party presidential candidate said, there is need for diplomatic engagement. But how do we even start a diplomatic engagement in a system where for some years now we have not had ambassadors to some countries, even in a place like US and Nigeria don't currently have an embassy. The report is that shows how the system has treated some issues has been treated with kid glove. You cannot, I mean, we can't continue like this. Let us wake up and solve this insecurity challenges. I know there would always be insecurity, but it can be fought to a standstill. We can come to the point that all the insecurity we have is somebody snatching somebody's phone and all those, pickpocketing and all that. As terrible as those things are, but it can be compared to the fact that criminals will invade a community and hold them to ransom for an hour, 2 hours or more, and nothing happens. And it happens repeatedly. It's unfair. Of course, the issue of human rights, there is no gainsaying. I mean, the number one right for everybody is right to life. If your right to life is taken, you can't even talk of any other right. Your freedom of speech and every other thing stems from the fact that you're even living. If you're not living, you can't talk about that. And I think our leaders should, or the leaders should stop this social media engagement, trying like the one above now, trying to engage, it is not a genocide, it is, the thing is under you guys' watch, Nigerians are being killed. You guys should come together, do something about it, whether it is Christians or Muslim. There is no point, like somebody funny enough was making a comparison of the number of people killed in Benue and Borno. There is no need for those comparisons. People are being
Nigerians
killed. Nigerians are being killed, whether they be Muslim or not. Ideally, they should be Nigerians before any other thing. Right. So you should worry whoever is responsible for protecting them, how under your watch these things are happening and nothing much is being done. We want to see action. We want to see action. We want to see criminals being flushed out of the system. We want to see them on the run.
Thank you so much for your insight on that report. I mean, so many other things I want to say as regards this report, but let's also talk about the fact that this wake-up call, like you called it, by Trump, do you think it's going to make us see less of these crimes in the coming days? Do you think it's going to have any impact to the point that this will be toned down? That's like the U.S. government has threatened they will not need to come in to try to quench it.
I hope it does so. I hope it does that. I really hope to see, on the news, the media reports yesterday talked about some criminals trying to flee into Chad or something.
They've closed down their border already.
Chad
also
closed down its borders. Right. So if that is one of the things it will do for us, if those guys can flee, maybe. But the thing is that if they flee and nothing is done on our part to tighten our security, they would come back and maybe, like, using the Bible as an example, the Bible talked about when a demon is chased out. That was Jesus himself talking, and you don't clean your house and keep it in order, the demon will come back with 7 demons more wicked than it. So if we just allow this moment go by without making anything out of it, it may come worse or not. So I think the best we can gain from it may not even be whether there will be invasion. I don't like that debate of people saying, do you support Trump's call or not? Our concern now shouldn't be who supports or who doesn't support. Is what can we make out of this? How can we take advantage of this? Like I said, a wake-up call and rejig our security system. If it's going to make these guys flee, while they're on the run, let's tighten up our border. If it's going to make government wake up and do the needful, then you would have won as Nigerians, not even Trump or any other person.